Guys, welcome back to CM Director Japan. This is our first video of 2022. I hope you guys have had a great start to the year. For me now, my semester of teaching is over, which actually reminds me of a great cultural point. On the way home, a colleague and I boarded the train together, and immediately we cracked a beer to celebrate the end of the semester. So cracking a beer on public transportation is something that is pretty much unheard of back home in Canada or even America. But here in Japan, it's completely legal. So you guys, here you can drink on the streets, you can drink in the parks, you can drink, you can even buy beer or sake in the vending machines. And they also have festivals where you can drink all day under the cherry blossom trees. Okay, so the key thing here in Japan is just to be respectful when you're drinking in public. Okay, so why am I telling you this today? I guess you guys could have guessed. We are covering a beer commercial today. This commercial is by Suntory Premium Malt, a very famous brand of beer here in Japan. So I think this commercial serves as a great lesson in backlighting and contrast. Okay. Camera, mic, all set. Ready to go whenever you are. So we have actress Ko Shibazaki sitting down for a beer. And she is reflecting on how the world is changing every day. So we need to switch our minds. And to help with that, how about having some high-end beer? Okay? So beautiful commercial. Like I said, simple storyline, but this commercial is a great example for studying backlighting and contrast. So let's dive in. Next time you see a scene that looks very cinematic, such as this one here, pause the movie or commercial and pay close attention to where the source of light is coming from and how the subject is positioned within regard to the source of light. Most of the scenes that are either involving most of the scenes I would imagine are either involving backlighting or lighting coming from the side, as in the case of this scene here, this commercial, or the light is hitting the subject at a 45-degree angle, a 90-degree angle, or from behind the subject. So we can see here that the light is obviously coming from here and lighting up the side of her face. And we have the light is causing shadow. It's wrapping around her face. So this is great. So what's the advantage of backlighting? So why backlighting? So as you can see, this makes for a clear difference between the subject and the background. All right? So this backlighting will separate the subject very clearly from the background. So that's why it's such a powerful technique. So next, let's focus a little bit on contrast. So if your subject is backlit, you will have a lot of shadows, a lot of highlights, a very contrasted image. When you have contrast like you see in this image, in this commercial, right away the images will appear sharper because you can see a lot more differences between shadows and highlights. So right here, so we can see all the highlights back here in the bushes compared to the shadow over here on her shirt. Her shirt's so dark. Down here under the table we have tons of shadow, and they're probably using some negative fill back here as well. Okay, so all the high-end camera gear in the world and lenses won't make any difference if you don't have the right lighting. So in other words, these images need to be planned carefully right from the start. So guys, as you can see, they've done a great job with backlighting and contrast in this commercial. This is done on a huge set with all the high-end camera gear and all the equipment. And as you can see, they've done some great work with the camera movement as well. But fundamentally, it all comes down to the way the scenes are planned with the backlighting and the contrast. So this is very important in how to go about producing cinematic images. Guys, that's a wrap for today. Thank you as always for watching. If you'd like the translated version of this commercial script to help you out with your Japanese study or your English study, you can check out our Patreon page. So guys, all the links are in the description. If you like my content, please subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.